Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, the World of Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the most PTSD-inducing tanks in the game, even more than the Tier 10 Sheridan. It is the Charioteer. This vehicle, when it first came into the game, was the most overpowered tank, hands down. It had the ability to run speed boost, go over 50 kilometers per hour. Not only could it go over 50, but it carried the exact same gun as the Tier 10 British medium tank, the FV4202. Not only having 231 millimeters of HESH penetration, but as well having just about 3,000 damage per minute on the standard, which is crazy. So, yeah, the Charioteer had ridiculous DPM, ridiculous penetration for Tier 8, and it had ridiculous mobility, and not to mention, the armor would have been a drawback, but small liner makes it so that 20% of the HE damage gets negated. So this tank is just an extremely strong vehicle. After the nerf, it's still a pretty good vehicle. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about it, of course, trying to get out some good gameplay. So as always, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. Pretty much, we did a video on the 183 yesterday, and I was like, okay, so we did a video on the 183, what do I want to do a video on today? So I did the Conway, and I was like, okay, we did the Conway, might as well do the Charioteer because it's a similar tank, but yet very, very different. So the Charioteer is a 9.5 second reload for 350 alpha damage on the standard and 440 on the premium, which is pretty dang deadly. That means that you have the ability to get out some really big shells. Now this is a medium tank, pretty much. It's a Comet hull, as you can see, or it's a Comet or a Cromwell. Pretty much it has no armor whatsoever, but if you put on that speed boost, just look how crazy fast this thing goes. It's pretty dang impressive. So we're going to be making our way all the way over to the medium side here, going 55 kilometers per hour, even uphill. This tank, just like most of the British vehicles, have 10 degrees of gun depression, which is very, very good. That means that you can work a lot of ridge lines. It has a very good camouflage rating as well, and there's the Dracula, making his way very, very quickly across the map. And if this Dracula tries to run, oh, you know he's going to be slapped right in the side. Oh, just going into his turret. That's what I like to see there. So nice shot into the Dracula already. Another 9 seconds. We'll have another shell ready to rumble. So I don't think we'll be able to get a shot. Actually, we probably will. There you go. Another nice shot into the Dracula. So that's already 700 hit points about we've taken off of the Tier 7 medium. That is where this tank actually has really good abilities, is getting out damage. I love the alpha damage of 350 on the standard, and as well that HESH has just got such a nice alpha. So this poor Tiger 8.8 went all alone to the side of the map here, which, yeah, you can imagine it isn't going too well for him. Let's shoot a HESH shell at his front, rolling him for 26 and taking him out of the game. Now you got the VK100.01P off to the side, who I doubt we're going to be able to pen, but, oh, that's a Tiger. Let's aim it on his lower plate, and there we go. 452 buckaroos taken right off of his hit point pool, and we're going to aim in once again on his lower plate. Oh, that VK168 getting quite greedy there, but nah, I really want to get this Tiger aiming. We can't pen him with our premium, but no problem because we got standard shells. You can also see that the camouflage on this tank is very, very good. It has the ability to pretty much stay undetected pretty decent distances from the enemy tank, so hopefully we should be able to spot like this VK100.01P and get some nice shells out. So there's that VK, and let's back up here just a little bit, aim it on his lower plate and fire, maybe? Aw, just going a little bit off to the side. That's a shame. Hopefully we're not detected, which we are not, so we're just gonna reload here and then just maybe a little bit get another shell out. Come on, you know you want to back up out in the open. Do it now. No, it doesn't look like he's going to. Okay, we're going to push forwards then. We also got the Tiger 2 actually off to the side now that I look a little harder. If that Tiger, you know, I don't even know if we got his side. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? We're going to speed boost into position here. I think that we can easily kill these guys. They don't seem the most skilled, so we should be able to just get our way into position here. Aim a HESH shell into the side of that Tiger 2's turret, like so. There you go. Nice 430 roll. Love that alpha. It's just so nice to be able to roll somebody for so much damage. And we can aim in once again at this Tiger. Let's see if he's going to poke it. Hello, Tiger. I want to pen you. Nope. I guess not. Oh, hello, Scorpion. I don't really think you want to poke that, but fine with me. You go ahead. I will be over here if you need me. So we got the Emil 1, we got the VK, and the Tiger 2. Now the Tiger, I can't really pen with my standard. Even though this tank does have a nice standard pen, it's obviously not going to be enough to rip through a Tiger 2's frontal armor, because that's one of the strongest Tier 8s in the game. We do have an Emil 1 off to the side, though, who I should be able to get a nice HESH right into the side of, which, there you go, 472 hit points taken off of him. Not too bad, if I do say so, and all that's left over here is the VK100.01P, who we're going to aim in one more HESH. Boom, there you go, 464 hit points, taking him right out of the battlefield. So the first game, 3,136 damage, and that was a pretty dang good battle. You can see where the strengths of this vehicle are. If you had, imagine it originally when it had three 1,000 damage per minute, just with the standard. That's like 4,000 with the Hesh. How ridiculously overpowered this vehicle would have been. That game, we probably could have easily rushed in there, taken out the VK, the Tiger 2, and then with the Emil as well. Probably done 45 to 5,000 damage. So, of course, let's load into one more game here and see if we can keep up that goodness, or if it's going to fall very, very short. I can tell you one thing that has been very annoying lately, especially for me, is the teams this week, just for some reason this week, have been the worst teams I've actually ever seen in Blitz. It's quite sad. There was one battle where there was 4 tanks spotted on mines, you know, like how mediums go up the mines middle spot. Well, there was 4 tanks spotted on the mines hill, and this Centurion, even though he saw 4 tier 9 tanks, decided to drive up the hill, and he got instantly killed. And I was like, what? And then his platoon mate in the FE3-1 decided to follow him again, get instantly killed as well. And I was like, yeah, teams have been, just to say the least, a bit frustrating today. Very, very incredibly frustrating. In fact, so frustrating that I've actually not wanted to play Blitz. It's that bad. But sometimes you gotta deal with it. The issue is, and the reason I'm bringing it up, is a vehicle like the Charioteer relies on its team. Even though, you know, I can run it quite aggressive, kind of like a medium, you still rely on your team. It is a team-reliant vehicle by a long shot, because, of course, a vehicle like that T-34-2 or the T-49 can easily cuck my game instantly here. We're going to aim in, by the way, in that guy's turret. Nice shot there. I don't really know what he expected was going to happen, but you do rely on your team, and when your teams fall apart very quickly, it definitely does not go the way you want it to sometimes. So let's see if we can get some nice shots into the T-34-2. There's one nice shell. Don't know if we're going to be able to get more. Obviously, we should. He's got, I don't know what gun he actually has. It looks like he's got the 100mm, but with that, there's another nice shot into him, and now he is a one-shot. So even though he will tap us one more time, most likely. Oh, nope, he's just going to miss. The skill is real. Finish him off. What do we have? We got the T-32, a Smasher, and a T-29. I'm worried about the Smasher because I've got no clue where he is. But we're going to see what we can do here. So let's make our way into the front line. There's the Smasher, speaking of him. There's no way I'm spotted. Okay, I was about to say, if I was spotted, what the absolute heck, huh? That shell was a what the absolute heck. Okay, let's make our way into position here, see if we can get some shells out or not, you know. Depends how much the game wants to like me today. Speed is key. Alright, so let's get a nice shots into the side of you, and, hopefully we should be able to make our way straight over to the Smasher and get one final shell out. Maybe. I don't think we're going to get out the most damage in the second battle, but we did a pretty solid job as it was. Here we go. The speed will be key. I love the speed boost on this vehicle, of course. The ability to get very, very quickly into position and out of position is so nice. So let's just speed our way here. Yes! Aha! You can't kill me, you boob. And there you go, coming out with a pretty solid victory. So 2 games in the Charioteer, and that was just about 2,780 damage in that game. But I can definitely tell you, just practicing in this vehicle before playing these 2 games, there are a lot of bad teams out there. And vehicles that are lightly armored, especially ones that are team reliant, definitely fall apart in the last couple of days. I might be making a video on the question of why teams are so bad and what to fix about it, because that's one thing I've really stood for. Is I don't feel that Blitz does enough to make bad players learn how to get better. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, though. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. On the question and regard of grinding down the Charioteer, the Conway, and then the FE4005 Stage 2, I think it's a good tank, but the issue is the 4005 is not a great place right now. It's good. You can get very, very high damage games out, especially with that massive clip and high DPM, but because it's such a tall vehicle, because it has literally 14mm of turret armor, it's a useless tank. And I made a video on it a while back. You can get really high damage games outs in it, but at the same time, you just can't carry bad teams. And that's one of the issues with the 4005, where a vehicle, let's say like the Vickers Light or the IS-4, the E100, they can deal with a lot worse teams. So as always, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and to be seeing you in the next one.